there was this large crowd of people pleading with us as the UN, please don't leave. And suddenly your organisation that you had faith in to help in times of emergency was pulling you out.
The government regarded the UN as impediments to their conquest of the Tamil Tigers.
Lawyers for Liberty, a human rights and law reform initiative, held a screening of a documentary film that exposes the human rights abuses of the Sri Lankan government in their war against the separatist movement, the Tamil Tigers of Tamil Eelam. The film, No-Fly Zone, The Killing Fields of Sri Lanka, which contains scenes of actual abuses taken by Sri Lankan soldiers, victims and witnesses, has been the bane of the Sri Lankan government since the first two evidential films appeared. This is the second screening. The first screening, organized by NGO Pusat Komas on the 3rd of July, was raided by officers of the Home Ministry, supported by police and immigration personnel. The Sri Lanka High Commission has requested the venue owners to cancel the screening. Today's event went smoothly. However, it is claimed that 30 KDN personnel were at the venue. This reporter counted 12 standing by at the floor where the film was being screened. They left at the end of the screening, and before the Skype Q&A with director Callum McRae and subsequent sessions had started.
The screening of the film today in itself was to make a point. To make the point that freedom-loving Malaysians, human rights defenders in Malaysia will not back down and be stopped from screening this film just because the Sri Lankan High Commission doesn't want this film to be screened. They put pressure on the Malaysian government on July 3rd, and that is why on July 3rd, when the same event happened here, you had 40 policemen outside who made everybody in the audience hand over and show their identity cards. So we said no, we're not going to allow that to happen again, and it is why this event was organized. We want to thank you for coming here to help us make that point. This film must be shown in other parts of Malaysia. I was told by Callum when we met him at the Parliament screening that they are doing, they're dubbing the film in other languages, and I asked when is the Tamil version coming. He said soon. So we're waiting for that, and when the Tamil version arrives, I would urge some of our NGO friends that we must immediately make it a priority to organize screenings everywhere, all over the country. But it's not just for the Tamils. Every, I think, human rights defender, every human rights person in this country, every citizen in this country who would not want to see that ever happen again in any country, I think must support the continued screening of this film.
We all left knowing that they're going to die. There's nothing we can do.
The government were determined to finish the LTTE off militarily, no matter what it cost, including in civilian lives. They didn't believe that anybody in the international community was prepared to stop them, and they were right.
When I went outside in the morning, the scene was devastating. The Sri Lankan government were targeting the civilian population.
Video